Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's live stream broadcast of Civil War football here at Longview Memorial Stadium between the visiting R.A. Long Lumberjacks and the home team, the Mark Morris Monarchs. Good to have you with us, Nick Sisson, here on behalf of N2 Media and Greater St. Helens League Athletics once again. And it's rivalry time here tonight. The first time that these two teams will share the field turf at Longview Memorial Stadium and do battle with one another. I believe it's the 80th all-time meeting. That would be, I think that's what they said, but I should probably know that. Here comes Mark Morris out onto the field wearing the home blues with the navy blue pants, white helmets, as always here on the home field. Still plenty of seats available here tonight, and R.A. Long now coming out of the tunnel as well, waving the Lumberjack flag. As you can feel the tension here tonight on a chilly evening at Longview Memorial Stadium. Again, Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media, providing tonight's live stream and play-by-play coverage free for everyone on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. So make sure that you share the live stream link with your friends and family and let them know that we've got some free football action here in about 10 minutes time. Both of these teams would love to forget the previous 8 games that they've played already on the season, minus a couple in between. Mark Morris comes in with 2 wins on the season, currently at 2-6. Meanwhile, R.A. Long struggling 1-7, looking for their first league win in over 2.5 seasons. They have not won a league matchup since they beat Hudson's Bay over 2.5 weeks ago. 2 years and 5 games ago. I kind of said that wrong. But anyway, still holds true. R.A. Long desperately looking to get on track here in the rivalry. Last time that they defeated Mark Morris was back in 2017 when the Monarchs went 1-8 overall. And the Jacks are trying to avoid that record currently here tonight with a win. They would equal Mark Morris in the win column, and more importantly, if they win this one, Mark Morris would be in the cellar by the time the season standings are in the books, and R.A. Long would have a head-to-head tiebreaker, but about ready to do battle here as both teams are getting set to send the captains down the middle of the pitch. Or as I should say, the gridiron here tonight. But fans, please be sure to be active in the live stream chat. Type in where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. We've got roughly 7.5 minutes on the scoreboard here until we get to potentially the kickoff. But both of these teams will have their seasons in the books after tonight's matchup. Neither team eligible for postseason play. Mark Morris was the 2nd overall seed in the Greater St. Helens League last year. And they knew coming into this year that it was going to be difficult for them to equal last year's success by graduating so many players off of a really good team. But they've got some pieces to work behind. Decker Bartel, a solid sophomore season, a 6'2" wide receiver defensive back, and also doing some heavy work here this season. Kenneth Mullen, newcomer on the varsity roster. He's been the main cog for Mark Morris running the football, and he is going to be very difficult for R.A. Long to stop. And for Mark Morris, it's pretty simple. Keep your eyes on Cohen William Dyke on the edge and see what you can do to keep the football out of the big playmaker's hands, as he's been electric when he does have his hands on the ball. Quite a few touchdown runs this year after the catch, as we've got Ken Kelly on the PA here, and we're going to have the national anthem.
We're all going to play hard on the field tonight, but fight harder for each other and all of our loved ones off of it. Please shine those lights as we honor those who we love and those we've lost to cancer during this special Peek Out Longview Civil War. Thanks to all of you who donated this week. We're going to have a couple other opportunities as well tonight. So we're going to have not just one, but two different miracle minutes tonight as we raise money not just for Ari Long and our Morris State and Silver graduation party, but also to help fight cancer. So have those pocketbooks, wallets, purses, debit cards, credit cards, checks, 401k vouchers, whatever you have, ready to rock between the first and second quarters and the third and fourth quarters as well. Thank you.
All right, we got captains heading out to the field here. For Mark Morris, it's number 7 quarterback Cade Warren, number 13 special team captain Sam Mosier, then number 31 Daniel Vandenberg, and number 45 Benjamin Whiteside. And for Ari Long, Cohen William Dyke out there, number 5 Devin Harris, number 7 number 21 Franklin Pill, and I believe number 78 Dakota Cowan. I could be mistaken though.
Just a reminder, we do have concessions open on both sides tonight. So if you're jonesing for nachos,
Just about a couple minutes away from kickoff here, folks. Again, Ari Long and Mark Morris. First Civil War played on field turf here. Let's see how the game plays out. Last year there was some drama at times on the field with a couple of ejections. And looks like the other captain for Ari Long is actually number 50, Gage Prince. And I believe Ari Long has won the toss and deferred to the second half. And Ari Long is going to march towards the Ari Long end zone from left to right. And Ari Long, Mark Morris will go from right to left on your screen as the captains shake hands. Just about set to do battle. Again, fans, please type into the live stream comment section where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We got Merv on the live stream chat. Says, howdy from World Series Baseball, Texas. Go Rangers and go Mark Morris, Jake Moe. Let's go class of 2009. Got Lonnie Brown Jr. 24. Hey, isn't he on the field? Let's go Jacks.
You can come on the broadcast. Just don't push the camera down.
Amanda Morrison in the live stream chat. Go Jacks. It's a game for nothing, but a game for everything. Both teams, unfortunately, missing out on the postseason this year, but pride is on the line here at Longview Memorial. Clear skies above, cold chills blowing in. Buckle your seatbelt. Civil War time is just about underway. Ari Long kicking off. Mark Morris set to receive. Mark Morris going crazy here on the sideline. And we've got a pooch kick end over end, fielded at the 35. Fair catch called for. That's where Mark Morris is going to set up shop. 1st and 10. 11:59 to go now here in the first. Just a second ran off. Back out there this week after suffering an injury in last week's game or a couple weeks ago, is number 68, Austin White for R.A. Long. Dakota Cowan also on the defensive end, and Chad James Randall was the player hurt last year, as we got a full house backfield, and right up the middle goes Mark Morris. And out to the 40-yard line is the ball carrier. That's number 45, Whiteside. Benjamin Whiteside, a 5'8", 195-pound senior. Carmen Hewitt says, "Let's go Monarchs," in the live stream comments section. Again, fans, be active in the comment section. A 5-yard gain for Whiteside, and it's a toss play, and this is Mullen, and Mullen gets a block, tackled down hard at the 49-yard line. Kenneth Mullen rips off 9 yards, and it's a first down, Mark Morris. This is the strategy that I anticipated Mark Morris to go with, is just to try to bully their way up and down the field, as they often have over the last 5 seasons against R.A. Long. The Jacks last week took on a very good Ridgefield team who's playing for the league championship tonight, and they held the Ridgefield down to no points up until 30 seconds to go in the first half. There's blockers out in front and a hole, cutting it back to the 40, breaking a tackle, scoot to the outside, turning on the Jets, almost pulled down, still on his feet, down to the 10-yard line. That is number 2. We got flags after the play already, but that's Brady Schlecht, and Schlecht was one of the players involved in the ejection last season, and I think that they're going to get a personal foul against R.A. Long here on the tackle. Like a horse collar tackle potentially, and already the Monarchs in business, as they say. Officials consulting here on the near sideline. That's about a 40-yard gain here for Brady Schlecht. And it is going to be a personal foul. I believe that they got this one after the play. There's a flag back here at the 20. The referee raised his hand, indicating that it was after the play infraction. Either way, Mark Morris is going to have first down yardage. Only question is where the ball is going to be spotted, and officials are still trying to sort that out. The Monarchs are ready to run a play. But already a great start for Mark Morris here on the drive. R.A. Long's going to have to buckle down defensively. So 2 fouls on the play against R.A. Long. 1 during the run, 1 after the run on a dead ball personal foul. Officials still trying to sort things out. They've got the ball spotted on the 7-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Mark Morris, as we are underway here at Longview Memorial. 11:02 to go. They got it actually spotted at the 3-yard line. So, and it's a toss to Mullen, and Mullen might have been tripped up there before getting in. And the far sideline and near sideline official run in, and they say short of the end zone, but it's a 2-yard gain. Mullen just a couple feet away from pay dirt. Warren, the quarterback, under center. Again, 3 backs, handoff, Whiteside. Whiteside plunges in, gets some help from behind. It's a touchdown, Mark Morris. Benjamin Whiteside takes the carry up the middle, 6-0. Mark Morris, point after coming. George Mosier on for the PAT. Too easy there for Mark Morris. Just took a minute 35. And a low snap, and it's nearly blocked, but the kick is up and good. Monarchs on top, 7-0 here early. First possession, and they've got the crowd fired up here. It's a Mark Morris home game at Longview Memorial Stadium. R.A. Long looking for an answer on its first possession. And then it's game on from there, but already Mark Morris flexing its muscles. Brady Schlecht with the big carry on the drive, going 40 yards, and then a couple of penalties set Mark Morris up inside the 5-yard line for the Whiteside 1-yard touchdown. Back for R.A. Long, Lonnie Brown Jr. and Cohen William Dyke. Sam Mosier to kick off. And it's a low squibber fielded, and getting down on the turf safely with possession is number 13, Colby Knutson, and R.A. Long will start there on their own 39-yard line. R.A. Long quarterbacked by Nick Nide. Nide's had nearly an entire season now at quarterback after Trey Jenkins was injured in the Week 2 matchup against Gilligan's Island. Motion coming across the line, fake to William Dyke, handoff. And out of the backfield is Franklin Peel. And Peel is going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. On the tackle, big number 66, Deshaun David. Second down and 10. But the Jacks running William Dyke in motion behind the line, and now motion out to the flat, ball on the ground. Nide somehow rolls out, and he's got some space, and he's going to cut it back up inside, tripped up at the 45. Monarchs calling for a flag, not going to get one on that one, but great job by Nide to turn something out of nothing. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, somewhere in that range here for R.A. Long. Nide almost able to break that tackle, cutting it back up the far hash mark, but just tripped up. It's hard to say here in the opening quarter that you got a big 3rd down, but feels like this is a big 3rd down already. Manageable for the Lumberjacks. Motion, and it's a motion sweep. William Dyke cuts it up, and he is dropped. Great play there. That is number 25, Mac West. Mac West, an interesting story and player for Mark Morris, younger brother of former R.A. Long Lumberjack Tyler West. So there's a civil war in the living room at the West House. Bragging rights on the line around the dinner table, and the Jacks are lined up to go for it. Watch for a hard count here if you're Mark Morris, and there it is, and the Monarchs are trying to jump that snap. 2 players in the neutral zone. It's David and Vandenberg, and that is going to be good for a 5-yard penalty that helps R.A. Long convert a 4th down. Not sure if they were actually planning on going for it, but it doesn't matter. They did exactly what they planned on doing, and it was executed beautifully. Good hard count. Jacks staying still. Trips near side. 8:12 clock running first quarter. Motion back across the play as William Dyke smoked to the near side. Abel has to go back to catch it and looking to get up the field here. Cut back inside. Good pursuit out there by Mark Morris, number 16, Kevin Hernandez Ruiz. And it's going to be a loss. Good idea there for R.A. Long, just the pass out here to the near side, more like a lateral, as that one needed to be just a little bit more up the field. And Millian might have added a little bit more time to make something happen there. Second down and a long 11. Trips to the top now. Peel, the running back. Naide back to pass. Under pressure, doesn't feel it. And he is going to be sacked from behind. There he is again, folks. This time on defense, Brady Schlecht making an impact here. Big sack on the play. That is going to be a loss of, it looks like, 8. Third down and 20. Key for R.A. Long tonight is to avoid the negative play, and that one coming off of the blind side with Naide turned to the left. Unable to see or feel Schlecht rushing off the edge. 2 backs in the backfield. Naide back to pass, now under pressure. And he's got to come up with something here, and he's going to be sacked again. Back-to-back big defensive plays. Vandenberg in pursuit for Mark Morris. Jacks have got to come up with something to get the ball out quick. I know 3rd and 20, tough to convert, but nonetheless, back-to-back sacks. And the Jacks have actually lost more yardage than what they started with. Their drive started on their own 39. They're punting from their own 36, and Dakota Cowan back to punt for the Lumberjacks. 5:53 clock running, first quarter. Monarchs with the lead, and now we got a player late into the play for R.A. Long. Snap, good. Kick is away by Cowan, and it's a good-looking punt. Fair catch called for, and it is caught at the 35-yard line. Making the fair catch safely there is Braden Hoffman for Mark Morris, and the Monarchs will go back to work. 5:36 to go, first quarter, 7-zip. James in the live stream comment section says, hi, he's going to watch our game on STSPN. I know what you mean. And says, Arizona's winning the World Series. Ooh, I don't know about that. Casey Lewis says, go Jacks in the Facebook comment section. Again, fans, please share the live stream link with friends and family. And if you aren't subscribed, which I'm sure almost all of you are, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Full house backfield, toss play. Mullen with it. Blockers out in front and tripped up at the 40. It's another 5-yard gain, though. The Monarchs having no problem winning at the line of scrimmage so far here in the first quarter. Second down and 5, again, full house backfield. Monarchs not looking to do anything tricky here, except it's a play fake rolling to the near side. Warren, now he's going to tuck the football with his left arm, and he makes a cut, and he's got some space. Great play there by Cade Warren. A 35-yard pickup for Cade Warren, and the Monarchs are off and running again and back to the line quickly. Toss behind the line. Mullen looking to barrel his way forward. He's going to pick up 4. Second down and 6, but the Monarchs wasting no time getting right back to the line, and the Jacks defense has got to step up here. Chains aren't even set. Patience, and there is Schlecht into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs. It's a 21-yard touchdown. 13-0. Mark Morris on top. Not the start that the Lumberjacks were hoping for here tonight. exactly the start the Monarchs were hoping for. Mosier on for the PAT. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, kick is good. 14-0. How about the effort tonight by number 2 Brady Schlecht, already with a 40-yard rush to help set up the first Monarch touchdown, then a 21-yard touchdown on the next possession, and oh, by the way, in between, a big sack on R.A. Long's first possession. Couldn't have started better for Brady Schlecht, guy that is going to be leaned upon heavily next year to go along with Mullen in the backfield. The Monarchs may have taken some bumps and bruises this season, but I tell you what, folks, they do have some pieces that lay the foundation heading into next year with Mullen and Schlecht, and Brady doing a great job here so far in the first quarter. Josh Burgess says, "Go Monarchs from Denver." Denver's a tough place to be right now with the Russell Wilson show that they got going on. But hey, good to have you with us in the live stream, Josh. Appreciate it. Again, fans, share with friends and family. You can share it on Twitter, if they still call it that. Facebook, obviously. And also, please make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. I love the interaction in the live stream chat. 14-0. Mark Morris on top. Sam Mosier to kick off for the Monarchs. And it's an onside kick, and it's covered up on at the 45-yard line. Number 55 out there for R.A. Long. Player not rostered on the sheet that I've got here, so apologies, number 55. I might be able to lean down the line here and see if Eric Elliott's got a 55 that I can borrow, but that's how many viewers we've got live right now. It's a sign. 4:24 to go. First quarter already 14-0, and the Jacks working on their second offensive possession. Trips near side. Contrast in styles. All right, Long looking to throw the ball, and Naide under pressure delivers it outside, and the catch is hauled in by Lonnie Brown Jr. No, they're actually going to say incomplete. Looked like the near sideline official initially had marked that as a reception, but another referee must have saw something different. Second down and 10. Motion is William Dyke, and it's a fake to William Dyke. Naide being chased, and Naide is dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Monarchs defense suffocating so far. Jacks have not earned a first down by running a play. Jake Moe in the comment section updating us as Woodland 6, Ridgefield nothing. Game that's being played currently for the league championship down in Ridgefield. I picked Ridgefield in that one, so we'll see how it goes. Woodland game, though. Twins to each side. Snap wide, handled by Naide. Delivered, and it's nearly picked off. That one was short-armed, and Vandenberg was there looking to get it to William Dyke. Naide fortunate that that one wasn't picked off and ran back to the house. 3:29 to go, first quarter, 4th and 11 for R.A. Long, and they're faced to punt again. Folks, this one has the makings of getting out of hand in a hurry. The Monarchs have won the last 5 games in the series, and it's been by an average of 30-plus points each time. So Jack's got to come up with something here. And this is a very high punt. And everyone at Mark Morris yells Peter, and everyone gets away. That's touchdown at the 35-yard line. Speaking of touchdowns, that's all the Monarchs have done so far on their first 2 possessions. Whiteside with a touchdown run of 1 yard, and Brady Schlecht a 21-yard rip to the end zone. I don't see the Monarchs changing a thing, as they have had no problem, not one negative play so far for Mark Morris, and no penalties against them. Toss inside reverse back to the near side. And good job there up front by R.A. Long. And the whistle's going to blow. Forward progress stopped. That is going to be a gain of 1. Good job there by R.A. Long being wise to the inside reverse play. Back to the near side. Second down and 8. Mullen with it now, gets a block, sprints to the outside, has a first down, and pulled almost out of bounds, but jump cuts back inside, stays on his feet, and he crosses midfield out to the R.A. Long 48-yard line. First down and 10. Mark Morris having no problems so far here in the early going, working in R.A. Long territory again. And it's a pitch play behind the line, patient running, shouldering into contact and moving his feet forward, still going, across the 40, still going. How many Lumberjacks are going to get on the back of Brady Schlecht? Oh my goodness. Out to the 36-yard line. That is the longest 12-yard run I've probably ever seen, with 3 defenders draped on Brady Schlecht. Man, oh man, what a quarter for Schlecht. The Jacks have got to dig deep and win at the line of scrimmage if they're going to have any chance. And now a change in formation finally. Toss play to the top. Blockers out in front. Whiteside looking to find somebody. Mullen runs past him, stays on his feet, crosses the 20, down at the 16-yard line. Where was this Monarch team all season long? So far, a statement here in the first quarter. Already again in the red zone, 1st and 10. The Jacks defense with their hands on their hips right now. Got to come up with a big play, something to build some momentum here. Offense struggling and the defense really struggling. Handoff Whiteside. Whiteside grabbed by Prince, dives forward, crosses the 10 down at the 9. That's a 7-yard gain for Whiteside. First man through on the full house backfield. Monarchs are just running 2 tight end power right at R.A. Long. Whiteside already with a touchdown carry. Doesn't carry the ball often for Mark Morris, but a third option in the backfield. Warren tosses it. Mullen follows his blocks. Mullen bullying his way and into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs. Kenneth Mullen into the end zone. It's a 9-yard carry. And Mark Morris can do no wrong. Mullen about ready to do a celebration with Hernandez Ruiz, but says, no, we'll save it for later. 20-0. Mark Morris still in the first quarter. 3 different players have scored a touchdown here for the Monarchs. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and kick is good. 21-0. Mark Morris, the Jacks, with their backs against the wall already, and there's still 3 quarters to go in this one. Victor McCoy says yes in the comment section. Got to imagine he's pulling for Mark Morris here in this one, because I don't think the Lumberjack fans are feeling like that right now. What a first quarter For the home team, Mark Morris on top big here, 21-0. Carmen says, I'm here for this statement. Get it, Mon! And another squibber, and this one is out of bounds. Touched, though, by R.A. Long before going out of bounds, so no procedure penalty. 1st and 10 for R.A. Long. Then the Jacks still looking for a first down off of an offensive play ran. The only first down that they've got was awarded on a penalty against Mark Morris jumping into the neutral zone on a 4th down and 4. I formation here for R.A. Long now. Under center is Naide. Tight end off to the left, and it's a handoff. And again, nothing going on. The Monarchs are just point blank winning at the line of scrimmage so far here in the first quarter on both sides of the ball. And big reason why is number 66, Deshaun David. David, 6'1", 300 pounds. He's got the size and the athleticism to play at the next level. So we'll look to see about what his future entails. Single back right behind Naide, 3 wide receivers. Motion, little orbit motion behind the line, and it's a handoff up the middle, and good defense there by Mark Morris again. David down there, Whiteside in there. It's a 2-yard gain for R.A. Long. Good news is that the Jacks are going forward. Clock running down to 10 seconds. The Jacks are more than likely going to let a very forgettable first quarter go into the books. Mark Morris dominating so far here at Longview Memorial, 21-0. Whiteside with a 1-yard touchdown run. Brady Schlecht a 21-yard touchdown run, and then Kenneth Mullen a 9-yard touchdown run for Mark Morris in the first quarter. Jacks are going to have a 3rd down and 7 here in just a moment when we begin the second quarter of action.
What you are rooting for is for these kids to be safe. So all the money is going to go to really both schools here, the safe and sober party. Here we go. Miracle Minute number 1. Inside 40 seconds to go. All passes appreciated. Help out all these kids. Give them a really good party they deserve at the end of the year. Inside 30 seconds. We will take your money after the buzzer, I promise. Find a kid with a bucket.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd down and 7 for R.A. Long. As we begin the second quarter of action, Naide under pressure, and he's dropped in the backfield. Looking deep, can't get rid of it. Number 80, Josiah Juntanen with the sack. Punt formation coming here for R.A. Long. You know, I usually never hold back in live streams. And I'm not going to. R.A. Long has played pretty well against a lot of teams in the league so far this year. And this one is muffed. And the Jacks get a break, and they are going to have 1st down and 10 deep in Monarch territory. Just to finish my thought, as something very positive happens for R.A. Long. But I got to tell you, folks, I mean, this is the best version of Mark Morris that I've seen so far this year, and the worst version of R.A. Long that I've seen so far. the defense held Ridgefield scoreless last week. And right now, the Monarchs are just saying, you know what, it's our 11 against your 11. We are going to just run it right down your throat, and we are going to control the line of scrimmage on defense. That is exactly how this game has played out so far. The mistake against Mark Morris on the muff punt gives our long possession back. Pass out to the flat, and it's dropped, and this one is live. And what are they going to call this one? Are they going to call this a lateral or an incomplete pass? And they are going to call it a lateral behind the line. That looked to be a forward pass dropped out of the flat, but who knows? Tough to see, but the Jacks give it right back. Looked to be an incomplete pass, but man, tough to see from this angle. So the first play, Ari Long gives it right back. The break that Ari Long needed goes by the wayside. 21 zip. Mark Morris begins the drive that they should have started a play ago. Toss behind the line. Look at the blockers just pushing the line. Everybody running downfield. Jacks are just getting moved backwards, tackled down after another 6-yard gain on first down. Second down and 3. And an inside reverse. And Mullen has got the edge. And Mullen, it's a foot race. And he's going to be caught. And he's going to almost break a tackle. Drugged down out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. That's a 37-yard gain, 36-yard gain as the official has it spotted at the 21. But we do have a flag, it looks like, back behind the play. So holding called against Mark Morris, 10 yards from the spot. Woodland on top of Ridgefield, 13-0. Thank you, Jake. Not going to lie, I'm pretty shocked by that. But then again, Ridgefield didn't play so great last week. And Woodland, you know, super tough with a healthy Elijah Anderson. I'd be willing to bet that he's healthy with that score being 13-0. So the penalty is going to put Mark Morris at 2nd down and 11 at the 35-yard line. And we got a whistle and flag. And this one looks to go against Mark Morris. So back-to-back penalties. The Monarchs have been dominating so far in the ball game. If they can avoid penalties like this and, you know, the special teams error on the muff punt, things look to be pretty good here for Mark Morris tonight. And R.A. Long is going to have to take advantage of this opportunity and somehow get off the field on this set of downs. Give themselves a chance to inch their way back into this one. 3 backs and a couple fakes and a rollout and a pass downfield and overshot the wide receiver out there in the flat white side. Is quarterback Cade Warren. 3rd down. Third down and 16. $10-12 to go, first half. First real 3rd and long that Mark Morris has faced. Toss, inside reverse. Mullen gets a block, looking to get to the outside, and he's tripped up, crossing the 35 back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th down for Mark Morris. The offense has played pretty good so far, and the defense has also played really good, so I would not be shocked to see Mark Morris line up to go for this and try the hard count to see if they can't get it to a 4th down and 5 and then actually go for it. Usually in this situation, you wouldn't see a team chance it to get the other team back in the game up by 21, but just with the way that the game has gone so far, it looks like they are trying to draw them off, and the ball's fumbled and covered up on, so the Jacks are going to get a break. They're going to take over 1st and 10 at the Monarch 29-yard line. The Monarchs looking to roll the dice. That's a call right there that I can understand, but the last thing you want to do is, give the team that's been struggling to get a first down a super short field, although Ari Long has done nothing but stub their toes so far here on offense. Jake says he's playing, referring to Elijah Anderson for Woodland. So here we go. 4 wide receivers. Slot near side is William Dyke. Lonnie Brown far side lined up outside the 30. Fake to William Dyke, handoff. And it's up the middle for 2. Can't see the number on the ball carrier yet. Devin Harris, number 7, with the carry. 2nd down and 8, 9:07 to go. So keep in mind, folks, the Jacks do get the ball to start the second half. If they do culminate this drive with a touchdown and get it down to 21-7, maybe they can use some clock while doing it, prevent Mark Morris from getting on the board again. Could be a completely different ball game when we start the second half, but Jacks just need to take a deep breath here. Figure out a way to pay off this drive with points. 2nd down and 8. Monarchs showing blitz up the middle. Naide back to pass, has time. Down the middle, has a man. Caught inside the 10. Move to the outside. Down at the 7-yard line is Abel Million, number 3. That is a great ball. It's a 18-yard hookup. Katie Paul Beaton says, let's go Jacks in the comments section. R.A. Long looking to get into the end zone. 1st and goal. Split out way at the top is Lonnie Brown Jr. Naide back to pass. And that one's overshot. Crossing the middle was William Dyke. I think Brown wanted a chance at that one on the far side, 1-on-1. 2nd and goal. 8:11 to go, first half. Jacks need a touchdown here. This is a game where field goals aren't going to win it at this point. They could win it late, but right now, R.A. Long needs a touchdown. Sprint right option. Naide throws to the outside. Catch is made by Million, and Million, did he extend enough? No, he's not in. Million tried to back his way to the goal line. And the Jacks looking to hurry here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Now here's the game here. Naide under center, and he is going to spin. Did he get in? No signal yet. 4th down. Did not get in. Can the Monarchs hold here? 4th and goal. No, excuse me, 2nd and goal. So that was no, it should be 4th and goal. That couldn't have been a first down. They had it at the 8-yard line. And a touchdown. Quarterback sneak for Nick Naide. R.A. Long on the board. 7:18 to go here in the second quarter. R.A. Long capitalizes on the short field. And now the Monarch fans here on the near sideline chanting scoreboard, as they are up on the scoreboard 21-6, but R.A. Long with the answer. Jacob Isaacson on for the PAT. Snap is good, and the kick is blocked. Coming in and blocking it there is number 81, Carson Munger. 21-6, the score holds there. But the Jacks do get 6 and pay off the drive. We've got a ball game all of a sudden here. So a Nick Nide 1-yard touchdown run on a quarterback sneak gets R.A. Long on the board. That drive only needed to go 29 yards after the Monarchs were going to roll the dice on 4th down and then fumbled on the toss play behind the line. R.A. Long set to kick off. Dakota Cowan will kick it away. And deep kick to the 20-yard line. Fielded coming near side and getting some space. Making a move across the 50, out of bounds at the 40. That's number 84, Isaiah Guy, on the return for Mark Morris. Washougal and Hawkinson tied at 14 at the end of the first quarter. Thank you, Jake, for the update. Folks, if Hawkinson wins that game, Washougal misses the playoffs. Unfathomable. Jake, I really need to know about that Kelso Evergreen game. And also the Linden Anacortes game. That one's really important too. Monarchs hand it off up the middle, and look at the push. Everybody moving downfield. Ball's out. Fumbled. The Jacks are on top of it. Oh, my goodness. Jacob Isaacson comes away with it. Wow. All of a sudden, fortune's turning. Woodland on top 20-0. Oh, my goodness. Ridgefield, what is going on? So the Jacks with the football again. Huge play. The Monarchs just chewing up yards. But a couple of mistakes have given R.A. Long some new life, and the Monarchs are going to call timeout and look to regather themselves a little bit here. 7:04 to go in the first half. Mark Morris on top 21-6, but the Jacks looking to cut into the lead some more here. Kelso on top of Evergreen, 14-0. Ready to go here. 1st and 10, Nide out to the flat. And catch is made, but a little bit of dancing out here behind the line. Gabe Huntley on the reception. Monarchs converge. It's a loss of 2. Jake Moe says Kelso 21-7 over Evergreen. Good Lord, might as well hand the trophy to Jordan Nalen now. I went from first place to potentially second place just like that. And he was giving me crap saying, man, how could you bet against your alma mater? Well, we'll see. Second and 12, Naide pumps, under pressure, throws, and it's loose on the far side and covered up. And they're going to say incomplete. 6:17 to go, third down and 13 coming here for R.A. Long. So a big opportunity here for R.A. Long, but third and long upcoming. And referee's talking up there on the far hash mark momentarily. See what R.A. Long opts to go with here. So intentional grounding is going to be called here. So a penalty and a loss of downs. Ball marked at the 10-yard line. The Jacks need to get to the 32. Third and 22 now. The nose of the football just behind the 10. Jacks can't get anything going on third down. Couldn't tell from that vantage point if the ball was fumbled or not, but William Dyke was crossing. The Jacks go backwards a long way. Started the drive on the 22-yard line. Now Dakota Cowan in the end zone. Gonna punt this ball away. Clock running, 5:44. And the kick is away. And it's going to take a Lumberjack bounce near midfield. And it is touched at the 47-yard line. And that's where Mark Morris will start his next possession, leading 21-6 with 5:28 to go in the second quarter. Anacortes on top of Linden, 7-0. Thank you, Jake, for the update. Noise beginning to pick up here on both sides. Monarchs have not gone shotgun the entire game. Ball's on the ground again. And the Jacks are pointing. And they have the ball, and it's another turnover. Oh, my goodness. Mark Morris has turned into the R.A. Long version of themselves in the first quarter. Just can't get out of their way at the moment. Everything going Mark Morris's way in the first quarter, and now, hard to believe it, this is already the third fumble lost for Mark Morris, and they lead 21-6. I formation here, tight end on the line, right side, and two wide receivers. Handoff in the backfield and looking to break a tackle, but unable to is Cohen William Dyke. Whiteside with the tackle. Loss of 3 on the play. The Jacks had some success a couple drives ago by moving the ball down the field on a couple of deep dig routes. Million had the big reception. Now 4 wide receivers. Naide drop step, back to pass, looking down the middle and delivers, and it's batted away. Million coming across the line on a crossing route. Has the ball deflected. So far the Monarchs have survived the last 2 fumbles, and then they also fumbled and recovered on fourth down, but the last 4 possessions have not gone so smooth here for Mark Morris. Ari Long's got to figure out a way to capitalize on these mistakes. I formation, watch the play action here. And it is a play action, rolling to the right under pressure. Naide throws under pressure, and it's short, incomplete. Lonnie Brown Jr., the nearest Lumberjack out there. Fourth down here for R.A. Long, and see if they opt to go with the punt team here, and it looks like they are. Ball spotted on the R.A. Long 44-yard line. And the clock running down to, stopped at 4:30. I believe the play clock, though, is almost out. R.A. Long's going to have to burn a timeout, and they decide to call it. So 4:30 to go here, first half, 21-6. Mark Morris still on top, but R.A. Long set to punt it away after getting a couple of early Christmas gifts. Just a crazy start here in the ball game with Mark Morris jumping out to a 3-touchdown lead there in the first quarter, 21-0. 3 different players scoring a touchdown via rushing. And so far here in the second quarter, R.A. Long the only team to score, but Mark Morris has looked good when they haven't fumbled the football. To this point, fairly unstoppable. R.A. Long looking to pump this away. After the timeout, trailing by 15, and now running up is Cowan. Let's see if he's got some trickery, and looks like he's just going to see what's going on. And now Cowan rolls, looking to throw, and does, and it's incomplete. Colby Knutson out there, the Monarchs wise, and that's going to be a turnover on downs after R.A. Long throws an incompletion. Dakota Cowan, his first pass attempt. So 4:25 to go. Mark Morris will take over. Mark Morris with a short field now, only 44 yards to go. And here we go, handoff. And more easy running yards. It's a first down carry for Whiteside. It's an 11-yard gain. 1st and 10, Mark Morris. This could be a very, very, very deflating drive if you're R.A. Long, knowing that you couldn't capitalize on a couple of fumbles and mistakes. Rolling near side, Warren, eyes downfield, throws downfield, and it's incomplete. Decker Bartell, the intended wide receiver. Flag in the backfield. And they got a legal contact called against R.A. Long, so interesting. The flag is in the backfield. You don't see a legal contact called behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, it can't be a block in the back. I don't understand that one. Ari Long's on defense here. Whistle. Play's going to get stopped. Flag behind the play. I'm still a little perplexed about that call there, blocking the back on a rollout pass. I mean, the flag was in the backfield. Can't figure out what is going on here, but 2nd down and 1. So not sure what the flag was about there because yards weren't marked off. Handoff, White side, up the middle, 1st down yardage. Crosses the 20-yard line down at the 18. Clock running now, 3:47 to go in the first half. This feels like the type of drive that Mark Morris can really use to, like I said, deflate RA Long to the point where they, might start doubting one another. That's just kind of been the MO for RA Long, is the inability to put together 4 consistent quarters. As I mentioned back in the first quarter, RA Long's played the good teams in the league pretty tough at times throughout their games. The issue is they haven't been able to consistently do it for the entire game. But both teams, Jekyll and Hyde so far here in this one. Mark Morris, stellar in the first quarter. Second quarter so far, not so much. Inside reverse after the toss. Mullen breaks a tackle, jump cuts, and it looks like he's going to have 1st down yardage close to it. As he crosses the 10-yard line, marked down, it looks like at the 8. And it's a 1st down. 1st and goal, Monarchs. 2:40 to go in the half. Mark Morris looking to go on top by 3 scores with a tutty. Handoff, White side, close. Is he in? And he is. The near sideline official says touchdown, Monarchs. It's an 8-yard touchdown run for Benjamin Whiteside. His 2nd touchdown of the ball game, 27-6. Sam Mosier on for the PAT. And the kick is good. 28-6. Excuse me, 28-6. Mark Morris on top, despite fumbling the ball away 3 times and then also failing in their own end on 4th down. The Monarchs lead by 22 points. Posey's in the live stream comment section says, "This Jacks offense has given me pink eye from watching them play, but I believe they will cure me surely and start capitalizing at some point. Need a big stop from the defense." Well, unfortunately, that did not happen. But still a lot of time left in the ball game, and based on how many turnovers there's been, anything can happen. 28-6, Mark Morris on top. And a short kickoff. And the Monarchs are pointing that they've got it. And they do. Brady Schlecht with the football That's definitely not a Devin Hester run back there. First and 10, Mark Morris with the ball again. Toss play behind the line. Patient vision there by Schlecht. Tackled down hard by Peel. Gain of roughly 9. But man, the Jacks give the ball up on special teams. Toss behind the line. The Monarchs just looking to wear Ari Long down. Peel gets on the back of Mullen and pulls him down. It's a gain of 5. First down for Kenneth Mullen. First and 10 from the 34. And the Monarchs going hurry up whistles. And an official's timeout on the far side. Well, this game is getting out of hand quickly here for R.A. Long. They got to figure out a way to batten down the hatches again on defense. And again, Wishbone toss behind the line. Now looking to get outside is Schlecht. Schlecht is grabbed by William Dyke and Isaacson. Flag flies in. And holding called against Mark Morris. So a minute 41 to go. R.A. Long with 2 timeouts left. It'll be first down at, looks like 20. Anacortes on top of Linden, 7-0. Thank you, Jake. Jake Moe, everybody. Comment section, scoreboard updater around the league. Shotgun for the first time tonight. Pitch near side. Mullen gets outside. Flag thrown. 2 flags thrown. Mullen out of bounds. This is going to be a hold or a block in the back on Mark Morris. And it's a block in the back. So the Monarchs continue to move backwards. Minute 20 left in the first half. Again, the Jacks with 2 timeouts left. Or 28-6, Mark Morris on top. Shotgun formation. Warren runs an option left, cuts it up inside, crosses the L at the 50, down at the 48 in Lumberjack territory. That is a gain of 8. Clock running down to 62 seconds. Decker Bartel split out wide at the top. Back to pass. Warren loads up inside. Catch is made. And whistles. We're going to get a timeout. Mark Morris charged with the timeout. 50 seconds to go, first half. It'll be third down and long still here coming up for Mark Morris. After the timeout, 3rd down and 19. Monarchs in the shotgun here. Warren rolls to the near side, looking downfield, throws, and has a man. Oh, my goodness. And that's caught on the rebound. And that is going to be a 1st down Monarchs. Unbelievable play. What a hit by Abel Million. But coming in and making the catch is number 31, Daniel Vandenberg. Are you kidding me? Clock running under 40 seconds. The Monarchs have a chance to score again before the half. Warren looking to the outside. Looked like a blatant hold there. Warren escapes pressure, and he is dropped in the backfield. Gage Hinsela in there for R.A. Long. Timeout, Mark Morris with 25 seconds to go, but what an unbelievable play just a few moments ago. That's one of those immaculate reception type plays, you know, like legitimately. The wide receiver just pops beyond imagination, and the ball pops up, and Vandenberg's trailing the play and comes in and makes the grab to convert the 1st down and keep the scoring opportunity in play for Mark Morris. They've got this one spotted 2nd and 13 at the 26 after the sack in the backfield. But man, oh man, you won't see another play like that for probably the next 5 to 10 years, if that, maybe even longer. Crazy. R.A. Long needs to avoid catastrophe here. The Monarchs playing this one with house money, it looks like. Unbelievable. 2 wide receivers near side. Monarchs out of timeouts. Don't expect a run here from them, but Mullen with it, looking to pass, does pass, and it's a jump ball, and it's dropped in the end zone. Oh my goodness, Mullen got it there. Decker Bartell couldn't haul it in, was in the end zone. Would have been a touchdown if he held on. 3rd and 13, 17 seconds left. The clock will stop momentarily to reset the chains in case of a Mark Morris 1st down if it's in play and they don't get out of bounds here, but seemingly 2 more shots downfield here for Mark Morris. Pressure off the edge. Warren loads up, goes deep, has a man out there, intercepted. What an interception there. Abel Million comes up with the pick. Super athletic play there. What an end to this 1st half. It's a touchback. R.A. Long will take over at its own 20-yard line. Already the 4th 1st half turnover for Mark Morris. I can barely contain myself right now. Wow, 9 seconds to go in the 1st half. Let's see if the Jacks run another play or if they're going to take a knee and just get into the locker room. And we got a whistle and a timeout called by R.A. Long here. So 9 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Jacks show that they have 1 timeout left on the scoreboard now with 9 seconds to work. Posey says shades of Steelers football in this game on both sides. The immaculate reception with the spirit of Franco Harris for the Monarchs and Matt Canada 3 and outs for the Jacks. Yeah, well broken down there. Lake Stevens on top of Glacier Peak 28-0. Yep, I think everybody saw that coming. Not too much closer here though, James. 28-6. Mark Morris on top. And again, halftime scorer in the biggest 2A game around the state right now between Anacortes and defending champion Linden. Anacortes on the road leading 7-0 against the Lions. Motion down the field, double coverage, Back to the ball is Lonnie Brown Jr., and it's incomplete. 4 seconds remain in the first half. The Jacks will have one more shot. I'd love to see like that Boise State play, the little hook and lateral. So second down and 10. More than likely the last play here in the first half. William Dyke near side. Looks like man coverage here. Motion is Harris. And then a reverse pass. And this one is incomplete. Hard to see what was going on behind the play there, but ball chucked up for grabs, and it falls down harmlessly on the turf. That is going to do it here for the first half. Mark Morris leads heading into the locker room, 28-6, a 15-minute halftime. Speaking of 28-6, that's the score that Woodland leads by on the road against Ridgefield. Thank you, Jake Moe, for the update. Crazy first half here. 4 turnovers for Mark Morris, and they lead 28-6. Just an absolutely bonkers first half of football. Does R.A. Long have what it takes to come back in this one here in the second half? They've been right in this ball game at times by, I guess, possessing the ball in favorable territory and garnering a ton of turnovers, but the Jacks have given it up as well, once on special teams, and actually technically twice. What looked like an incomplete pass out to the flat earlier was ruled a lateral pass that was dropped and covered up on by the Monarchs. The Jacks sprinting to the locker room. Jeers from the Mark Morris student section side here. No love lost here in the rivalry at Longview Memorial Stadium. It's a 15-minute halftime, just over 14 minutes till the start of the second half. We'll give you a brief recap here, and we're going to take an audio timeout, give you guys a chance to use the restroom and also refill your adult beverages. Before we cut the audio, we'll have a performance by the Mark Morris Marching Band here at the half, but Mark Morris led with 2 touchdowns from Benjamin Whiteside, a 1-yard touchdown, got the Monarchs on the board first 7-0. And then Brady Schlecht, a 21-yard touchdown scamper to put the Monarchs up 14-0. And then Kenneth Mullen, a 9-yard touchdown run. Those 3 first-quarter scores put Mark Morris on top 21-0, 3 extra points from Sam Mosier. Second quarter, R.A. Long's Nick Nide, a 1-yard touchdown run to cut into the lead 21-6. Kick blocked. And then Whiteside, his second touchdown from 8 yards out. Another Mosier PAT. 28-6 is where we're at the half.
Looks like they are ready to take the field. Let's hear for him one more time. Mark Morris Marching Band. the band is going to be performing songs from Rocky, Gonna Fly Now, and Eye of the Tiger. Guest actors tonight are Briar Brown and Draken Chavez. This will be special. The baton twirler tonight is Ari Long student Carly Kersavage. Your drum majors tonight are Cypress Bartley and Nina Soderman. kick. He can play the drums. And he has 100% in my advanced marketing class. That's Sam the Animal Motor. It's almost time for a tried and true tradition here where we run through paper. We're almost ready to run through paper. So I'd like to thank everybody tonight who gave to the Miracle Minute number 1. We raised $439. That's a good chunk of money. And again, we will have one more in between third and fourth quarter to help out these kids who raised a ton of money this week for cancer research in the Kearney Breast Cancer Center here in Longview.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the second half, just a minute and a half away. Quite a ball game here tonight. It is a full moon, we'll say that. You got 6 turnovers between the two teams here so far in the ball game. 4 by the Monarchs, 2 by R.A. Long, and all of them but 1 via fumble lost. Abel Million coming up with an impressive interception in the end zone to end the first half, essentially, for the Mark Morris Monarchs offense. But yeah, the harvest moon in full force tonight in the sky, and some weird things going on out here. I tell you what, the first quarter looked like it was going to be a 63-0 victory for Mark Morris. They still could end up getting 63, who knows, but R.A. Long at least is not going to get shut out. You can't get negative points in football once you got them. Mark Morris scoring 3 touchdowns easily in the first quarter, just bullying their way over R.A. Long. And then the second quarter, Mark Morris Monarchs, a completely different story. They do manage to score 7 points. However, they had a myriad of penalties and turnovers, lost 3 fumbles. They also turned it over on downs. So crazy, crazy first half there for R.A. Long and Mark Morris. He had an immaculate reception. Huge hit by Abel Million. An intended receiver, I believe, was Decker Bartell. I'd have to go back and check that. I'm just assuming, but probably shouldn't do that. But anyway, I did see that Abel Million laid a hit on the intended receiver, and Daniel Vandenberg, trailing the play with the ball popped up in the air, makes a catch to convert a 3rd down and 16 after a timeout to keep the Mark Morris drive alive. That was just a few plays in front of the Abel Million interception. Kenneth Mullen tried a halfback toss and then a pass downfield and found Bartell, but Bartell couldn't hold on to the ball in the end zone. Otherwise, the score could be a little bit worse here, but crazy first half between rivals. It's always interesting when you got the home team, R.A. Long, because they are a team here at home, but getting booed on the way out of the locker room, from the Mark Morris student section. So pretty crazy stuff. And, how about that halftime performance? If you didn't see it, the Monarch mascot having a fake fight against a young man dressed up like a lumberjack, and of course it ended with the Monarch holding 1 foot over the downed lumberjack impersonator. So no love lost between the teams that are separated by about 3 miles. And we're ready to go here now for the second half. Mark Morris will kick it away. Lonnie Brown Jr. and Cohen William Dyke are back deep. Patrick Thill says, "Let's go, Jacks." A new half of football. It is indeed that. A new half. Another 24 minutes of action. Civil War number 80. R.A. Long still leads the all-time series by, I believe, 10 or 11 games. But lately, it's the Monarchs who are on a run, looking to extend their win streak to 6 straight. A little pooch kick, angled, and stays in bounds and taken out of bounds by R.A. Long. Nick Nide, the quarterback there on special teams for the Lumberjacks. And R.A. Long will start its first possession of the second half at its own 25-yard line. Jacks break the huddle. They go 4 wide receivers total, 2 to each side. Nide gets the snap out to the flat, high pass, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver Devin Harris. Harris had a little bit of space there, but unable to haul it in. 2nd and 10. Kelso on top of Evergreen, 21-7 after the 3rd quarter. The Highlanders looking to throw the Greater St. Helens League 3A standings into a 3-way tie for the final playoff spot. Harris in motion. Nide under pressure, delivers, catches made, no, incomplete. Gabe Huntley, the intended receiver, was open. Might have had first down yardage there, but good job by Nide to get the ball out in front of the pressure as the blitz was coming. 3rd down and 10. It's a play that you got to make if you're R.A. Long and you want to have a chance to get back into this one. Haven't seen a deep shot yet to Cohen William Dyke. Let's see if they unload one here. Nide back to pass, looking right down the middle, and it's high, and it's deflected, and it's picked off. On the run back to the near side, still on his feet, getting a block, and into the end zone! Touchdown, Monarchs! Cade Warren on the interception. Quarterback on quarterback crime here to start the 3rd quarter. Mark Morris needs an extra point to clinch the over, 34-6. And now chance of warm up the bus from the student section. Monarchs all class here tonight. Low snap, and now it's going to be a fake. And Warren runs it in for two. That is just one of those plays that you just question if Ari Long is just too dejected to get outside and make the tackle. A two-point conversion makes it 36-6. Mark Morris wastes no time putting a pin in the hopeful balloon of R.A. Long to start the second half. Yikes. 11:41 to go, third quarter. Kelso in the red zone against Evergreen, looking to add another touchdown, already on top, 21-7. Monarchs kicking off again. It only took 19 seconds into the second half for Mark Morris to score again. End over end kick, deep, fielded at the 21 by Lonnie Brown Jr. And he still has it far side, looking to make a move, dancing around, and he is corralled up at the 27-yard line, and that's where Ari Long will start its next possession. Under center, trips near side. Single running back, Naide. Back to pass under pressure, screen ball down the middle. Isaacson with the catch. And Isaacson had some blockers, but Decker Bartel gets around him and makes a nice play to limit that to a gain of about 4. Trips near side shotgun now for Naide. Rolling near side, pressure, ball thrown and caught. A little bit of running room outside here, and out of bounds at the 45-yard line is Devin Harris. Nice play there for R.A. Long. Freeze warning, and these receivers couldn't catch a cold. Oh no, Devin Harris just made a catch and a play. We got a swing pass, and that's a live ball. And they blew it dead. Oh my goodness, that is, no, that was definitely a lateral. There is a flag here, but let's see what they got here on the penalty, but man, the first time that this happened in the game on that little swing route, it looked like that it was ahead of the lateral trajectory, but it was ruled a fumble. This time, clearly behind the play. Ball on the ground, whistled dead. Mark Morris should have had the right to jump on that football there. Roughing the passer called against Mark Morris. The referee's got to get his signals right. He actually indicated intentional grounding there. So 15 yards from the line of scrimmage is going to set Ari Long up inside the 30. Ball spotted officially at the 29. Ari Long down by a 30-burger. Got to figure out a way to get 4 touchdowns and some 2-point conversions here. Also got to figure out a way to play defense. Ball on the ground after a low snap. Naide delivers on a crosser behind the receiver, but the catch is made. Good adjustment by Devin Harris. I'll tell you what, Devin Harris is having himself a good quarter, though, for Ari Long. 5-yard gain. Cade Warren credited with the tackle after the coverage. Trips near side. Naide back to pass, looking, throwing down the field. Has a man open, it's Harris! And Harris catches it at the 5. No, inside the 5, and he say he dropped it. Ooh, tough break there. Good location by Nick Naide. And it doesn't look like it's going to matter anyway. They've got a chop block called back near the original line of scrimmage on the far side of the field. But that was great ball placement there by Naide. Coach Barker for Ari Long out on the field, having a chat with the white hat umpire there, and more than likely asking what the deal was. So penalty yardage is going to mark off, it looks like 15 yards. Wow, it's a 19-yard penalty there. Second down and 24. Four wide receivers. Bobbled snap, Naide grabs it, goes deep. And it's overthrown. Lonnie Brown Jr., the intended target, incomplete. Braden Hoffman on the coverage for Mark Morse. Third down and 24. I like the idea with the deep shots. Lonnie Brown he's got a good vertical leap. Knows how to box out from his basketball experience. I like the idea of the Jacks trying to get the ball downfield to him. He does a really good job of usually high pointing the ball. Still haven't seen a deep shot, though, to Cohen William Dyke. Naide back to pass, has some time, delivers it. Harris on the crosser, makes the catch, looking for a block, scoots back inside, and he's ridden out of bounds. Ooh, let's see if there might be a late hit there. No, marked out at the 27-yard line. Devin Harris again. Big game here for Devin Harris. Making a name for himself. Still has another year of eligibility as a junior. He'll be a senior next year. And another one of those players that Ari Long is going to look to build on. Younger brother of Jamon Harris, a Pacific Lutheran University college player. Fourth down, Jack's going for it. Naide under pressure, backside, gets rid of it. Man downfield, it's caught by Brown down at the goal line. And it's going to be a catch inside the 1. Lonnie Brown Jr. Naide delivers it as he's hit. Jacks looking to get back on the scoreboard. Naide inside. And it's a sneak and pushed into the end zone is Naide. It's a touchdown. Lumberjacks 36-12. R.A. Long cuts into the lead, and they'll probably go for two. Posey says, what a catch, absolutely. I just said it a couple plays ago, Lonnie Brown is a guy that you want to throw the ball to down the field. It's been kind of confusing to me on why they haven't done it more. He's a stellar athlete and can make plays like that. He's got great instincts, knows how to come back to the ball, knows how to high point it, can win one-on-one battles. A lot of time left here. Jack's looking to go for two. Got to come up with some defensive stops, though. That just has not been on the menu. The Monarchs have been the ones stopping themselves with the fumbles. Under center, Naide. Fake handoff, play action, rolling, being chased. It's got to throw it up, does throw it up. And it's caught on the rebound. Is he in?
That's an insane catch.
We've got to confer here. It's good, unbelievable. Lonnie Brown Jr. on the deflection. Holy Jesus. The two-point conversion the hard way. 36-14. This game has had it all, folks, except the miraculous comeback to this point. Let's see if that's in play. What a possession for the combination of Devin Harris and Lonnie Brown Jr., their cousins, showing off some good family lineage there. Unbelievable effort there. We've had it all tonight, folks. 7 turnovers, a pick 6, immaculate reception, another immaculate reception. Unbelievable. Jake Moe says Woodland 28-13. Ridgefield getting one back. Ridgefield too talented to be down 28-13 at home there in that game, played for a league championship. And an onside kick, and it is recovered by R.A. Long. And it's the kicker, Cowan, who gets it. Unbelievable. The sneaky onside kick, perfectly executed by Dakota Cowan. Oh my goodness. 9:19 to go, third quarter. 50 points combined between these two teams. They have shattered the over-under. The Jacks back to work. Who needs defensive stops? Naide being chased, has some time, rolling, throwing away. Good decision by Naide. The Jacks had a one-on-one matchup here on the near sideline. Second down and 10. R.A. Long needs to keep the momentum going forward here. Good decision by Naide there to not take a sack under pressure, but man, you got to look to maybe go back to LBJ and Harris. They've had a tremendous amount of success. Motion is Harris leaking out to the flat. Naide delivering out to the flat, and it's picked off. Oh my goodness, unbelievable, man. This game is just absolutely crazy. Daniel Vandenberg with the interception. Flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is here. Possession indicates that it's going to be Mark Morris's ball. No, it's a personal foul against Mark Morris. I think that R.A. Long will keep possession. Oh my goodness. I'm saying oh my goodness a lot. Trying to keep it clean. Holy shit.
No, I hear you. Yeah, I was trying to tell you. You got Cohen on the backside. You need the trips Gator. You need to go trips Gator, scoot him in, and then just do a quick slam.
So they're sorting it out here. Didn't see who the penalty was on. This game has had an incredible amount of plays, swing momentum, and still a 22-point game. Personal foul. It's against Mark Morris, but it's after the interception. So it will be Mark Morris's ball. And head coach John Barker is wanting an explanation now as to why it's Mark Morris' possession. Coach Barker's almost on the near or far side hash mark there, near hash mark to him. And he's going to run down the official here. He's still out there. And finally he's going to get the far side judge. Let's see what's going on here, but I'm surprised in the area of where the foul was. There was no time for a run back. I don't see how there could be a penalty after the play. It was dead as soon as he dove to the ground. He's upset about the possession change. Because they said it was after the play, but he was down when he caught the pass. The official said it was after the play, but there was no after the play. He caught the interception on the ground. There was no run back. Sorting it out up here with folks in the press box, but that's as to what the issue is. But it doesn't matter what the issue is with Coach Barker to the officials. They're going to set it up for Mark Morris here. Linden on top of Anacortes, 8-7 going into the fourth. Wow. What a battle. So the Jacks with their second interception. Toss play behind the line. A lot of blockers out in front for Mullen, and Mullen, tough running, crosses the 40. Tackled down at the 44-yard line. It's a 12-yard gain for Mullen. So the Monarchs run their first offensive play here in the third quarter. They scored on a pick six by Cade Warren. They've got 2 interceptions here in the quarter. 8 combined turnovers in the game. 1 onside kick recovered. Handoff up the middle, and just look at the push. The Monarchs just bullying their way down the field. An 11-yard pickup for Whiteside. Ari Long with a lot of life, but they can't seem to capitalize on all the opportunities that they've been given. And a long count, inside reverse handoff. Mullen looking for a block, pushes off, and he's got some space. Cuts it back up, on his feet still. Another cut to the 21-yard line. Kenneth Mullen, 24 yards. They're going to give him the 20. 25-yard gain for Kenneth Mullen. Mark Morris looking to go back on top here by 4 scores. Toss play, Schlecht with it, patient, looking for something to open up, and he's grabbed on at the 12-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 8. Pardon, 7. Second down and 3. 7:08 third quarter. Mark Morris in the red zone, pounding on the door, looking for more. And into the end zone, another Monarch touchdown. Kenneth Mullen from 12 yards out. Mark Morris gets the touchdown back, 42-14. Mark Morris's high point total heading into this one tonight was 22, and they have obliterated that as the kick is up and good from Mosier, 43-14. 6:52 to go. Fans, in case you're wondering, this is the final game of the year for Mark Morris, but R.A. Long scheduled another. They will take on the Heritage Timberwolves next week. And that's going to be down in Vancouver at Mackenzie Stadium. And I believe that the original day they were planning on doing that was Thursday, but it might have been moved to next Friday. So the Lumberjacks have added a Week 10 opponent. Anacortes' defense is also super tough. I think that game has just been reflected of both defenses just being phenomenal.
But tell Nick to just slow down and put a little air under, man. He tries to freaking rip that shit out of there in the backfield. Just a little touch. That's something to run on. But don't run it. I mean, maybe first down, but I'd run it on second down. Run one up the middle.
Mark Morris set to kick off.
Tighter in and then lob it out. Like go tight right baseline and the next one go lob.
So both teams have been able to recover the football tonight on kickoffs. This time, Jacks get on top of it. Wyatt Perkins there for R.A. Long. Jacks will take over with the football after the kickoff, 43-14, first and 10 on their own 43-yard line.
Wouldn't be the first time. Unless you've never practiced.
Nick Naide with 3 wide receivers to the top, William Dyke at the bottom. Swing route, catch is made. Almost a block in the back. I didn't see a flag. Big hit. Oh, my goodness. Decker Bartell laying the lumber on Jacob Isaacson there. Gain of, looks like 1. Have not seen the Lumberjacks go to Cohen William Dyke basically at all tonight. He's down here at the bottom. One of your best players. Speedsters. Play action. Naide has to get rid of it. Does. And this one's going to be in the neighborhood of grounding. I don't think he got outside of the pocket. The ball did not get beyond the original line of scrimmage. And flag is thrown. Intentional grounding will be called against Nick Naide and R.A. Long. 6:07 to go, third quarter. Mac West on the pressure. So the Jacks will have third and forever here. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Naide drops the ball, picks it up under pressure, rolling, stepping up, throwing down the field, and coming back for it's Lonnie Brown Jr. This one hits the carpet incomplete. Coverage there by Braden Hoffman, but the Monarchs bring in the pressure. 4th down and 23. The Jacks do not appear interested in punting away. Nope, they are going to punt it away. Cowan back there. Cowan 0 for 1 so far passing the football on a fake punt earlier in the ball game back in the second quarter. And now we've got a player late onto the field here for R.A. Long. It's Sixto Soto running out there. And Cowan gets this one away. Fielded, but no. Well, Hoffman was in position to field it. This one's going to take a Lumberjack roll down to the 15-yard line. 5:50 to go, third quarter. Mark Morris takes over with the lead, 43 to 14. It's a 29-point Monarch lead. And they're actually marking this one back up at the 32-yard line. So apparently the ball was touched by an R.A. Long player at that point. Didn't catch that. Monarchs in the shotgun. Nope, excuse me, not in the shotgun. Whiteside looked like he was in at quarterback, and got a whistle before the snap and a timeout called by Mark Morris. 5:50 to go. Mark Morris burns, looks like their second charged timeout of the half, leading 43 to 14. Let's see if we can't check some scores around the league here, or at least around the area, hopefully.
This game's going to finish at midnight. The way this thing's going.
28 to 13 still between Woodland and Ridgefield, and the games that determine the first place seed. If Woodland wins it, then it's going to be Ridgefield and Washougal and Hudson's Bay playing a 3-way tiebreaker. 28-13, Beavers on top. 28-13. Love to see what's going on in that Linden and Anacortes game. Last update we got was 8-7 as we are ready to go. 1st and 10, Mark Morris. Full house backfield, Whiteside up the middle, running room. The Monarchs have been ripping off at least 5 to 6 yards per attempt pretty much the entire night, racking up the rushing yards. I mean, folks, it's not hard to figure out why Mark Morris has been so successful against R.A. Long. I mean, use a golf term here, but you pass for show, you run for dough. Tell you what, man, total contrast in styles between these two teams, and Mark Morris has just pounded the ball at R.A. Long. I mean, they've effectively said, we don't need to do anything fancy, nothing shotgun. We're just going to put a man on a man, and this man, Kenneth Mullen, tough to bring down, crosses the 50 into Lumberjack territory. Down at the 46-yard line. That is a 16-yard gain. First down and 10. Mark Morris looking for more. Another touchdown and a PAT. It'll be a 50 spot for Mark Morris. Schlecht with it, gets 5. Monarchs are going to bring in a couple of substitutions. Maddox Mobbs into the ball game. We do have a player down for Mark Morris, so an injury timeout on the field. That looks like Kyler Keith, 5'11", 255-pound senior offensive lineman. Heraldo, what's up, man? This is probably the longest quarter in the history of quarters. And still 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in it. Last update I have, Kelso on top of Evergreen 28-7. And Keith is up on his own power and walking towards the sideline, a good sign. It'll be first down and 10. Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Just streaming this incredibly bonkers game. If you haven't watched any of it, you'll have to check the replay, or you can watch from whatever point you want to on YouTube. But, man, I tell you what, this has just been incredible. A lot of crazy plays here tonight. And the Monarchs are looking to go with a new quarterback here, and it is going to be Maddox Mobbs, a freshman. And we got a movement on the line. It's going to be a false start against Mark Morris, but the Monarchs getting some reserves out there here on top by 30. Oh, excuse me, my math is wrong. 29. Essentially 30. Second down and 10. And the ball's on the ground. Fumbled snap recovered by the quarterback. Again, freshman Maddox Mobbs, a 6 foot, 150-pound freshman quarterback. Actually gains a yard. And handoff up the middle. Monarchs looking for a push and looking to get outside, but unable to is Whiteside. Pardon me, it's actually number 16, Kevin Hernandez Ruiz on the carry. Gain of 6. Mark Morris scores on both sides. Yeah, they got a pick 6, but yeah, they have also pounded the ball right at Ari Long all night. There's been a combined 8 turnovers and 2 recovered onside kicks. Nice run. First down yardage out to the 30-yard line. Ball carrier on the play is Luke Bilger, number 33. Probably making Merv happy watching from Texas. Bilger. Kelso wins 28-7 against Evergreen. First and 10, still in the third quarter somehow. And Hoffman with the carry, crosses the 25. Looks like he's going to get the 22-yard line. And a player slow to get up for R.A. Long is Jacob Isaacson, number 15. 2:04 to go. End of the third quarter. Woodland on top, 28-13, heading to the fourth.
We're about to get a running clock.
Second down and a long 2, short 3. Handoff up the middle. Monarchs continuing to dominate on the line. And coming away with the ball is R.A. Long, but already on the ground was the ball carrier. But coming up with it was number 75. Don't see that player listed here. That might be Dalton Miller. First and 10 in the red zone, ball at the 16-yard line. And movement. And it looks like we're going to have a procedure penalty against Mark Morris. False start. 5-yard penalty. First and 15 now. Well, it's officially really cold here at Longview Memorial Stadium. You can see your breath outside. But big boy football being played here tonight by the Monarchs, bullying their way up and down the field. Toss play, cutting it up the middle, and the ball's on the ground. And the Jacks say they have it. And the Jacks do have it. There is a flag down apparently. And holding offense, it's declined, and it is a recovery by R.A. Long. Down 29, they take over with 1:17 to go, still in the third quarter. That is the 9th turnover of the game. Mark Morris with 5 turnovers here in the game. Hard to imagine that you've turned the ball over 5 times and you're up by 29 points. Hard to believe. Trips to the top here. R.A. Long naked on the near side. They got a tight end down on the line. Handoff up the middle, and wow, here's something that you don't see very often. A first down run. Franklin Peel out to the 35-yard line. Wow, what was that? Jacks on the line, looking to go quick. Now motion out to the flat, and now we got, a player blown back off the line. Whistle. And a penalty is going to get called. False start is going to be called against R.A. Long. So first down and 15 now. Trips near side, motion outside, bubble screen, and Huntley going inside. And Huntley loses the ball. Let's see it, and it's a turnover. Another fumble. Huntley puts it on the deck. The 10th turnover in the ball game. Each team with 5. Unbelievable. Roger, that's the comment of the night right there, buddy. Outside Mullen. Mullen trying to push tacklers off of him, crosses the 25. Looks like head coach Sean Perkins is going to go back to the horses that were momentarily put into the barn, but with the turnovers here in the game. You don't want to take any chances. 10 turnovers, 2 onside kicks recovered. Just an incredible, I guess, sloppy game here between both teams, but Mark Morris slightly sharper if that's somehow possible here. Cade Ward back under center here on this possession. This is still the third quarter. Momentum stopped. Carry out to the 18-yard line. It's going to be a first down after the second and 1 carry. But Roger says this game is painful. Mark Morris, much better club. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything that I could disagree with there, Roger. I haven't seen a game with 10 turnovers in it, and I don't know how long. Inside reverse, counter back inside. Mullen looking to bully his way down the middle. And he is going to get down to about the 11-yard line, gain of 7, and that is finally going to do it for the third quarter. The longest quarter in the history of the Civil War, more than likely. 43-14, 10 combined turnovers, 5 by each team, I believe. I could be, I might be incorrect on that. It could be 6 and 4, 6 for Mark Morris, but I think it's 5 and 5. Each team has recovered a ball on an onside kick. There have been 2 deflected passes. You could call immaculate receptions. Unbelievable. Just the game is completely bonkers. And it's also 9:13 as we're beginning the fourth quarter. The game did start at the normal time at 7 o'clock. Woodland still on top 28-13 with 9:47 left in the ball game. Anacortes on top of Linden 15-8. Linden already scoring and going for 2, then Anacortes scores and goes for 2 to go up 7. Crazy to think that Linden has a chance to score and go for 2 in the win. They've already done it this year. They did it on the road against Cedro Woolley. After being down 7, final drive of the game, they score with basically no time on the clock. They go for 2, and they get a 1-point win on the road. That one to decide the Northwest Conference 2A championship. Play action. Keeper Warren fools almost everybody. Jump cuts inside at the 5. He's out of bounds. Excuse me. First down and goal now for Mark Morris at the 4-yard line. Handoff inside, it's Whiteside, and Whiteside is in, his 3rd touchdown of the ball game. It's a hat trick for Benjamin Whiteside. Not nearly as much celebration here. Mark Morris extends the lead 49-14. Mosier on for the PAT, low snap, and it's picked up and whistles. They're going to blow the play dead. And it is offsides against the Lumberjacks.
On the kick, number 13.
I think they were going to kick it, they just couldn't put the ball on the block.
If they choose to. That penalty is applied. 3 tries.
So PAT still coming for Mark Morris, looking for a 50 spot.
Justin Tucker.
A couple years ago, the final in this Civil War game was 50-13, eerily similar. High snap, put down, and it's low and nearly blocked. It might have been pieced, but I guess the only good news is that Mark Morris didn't get to 50, but still 11:46 left in the game. It's a 35-point lead, 49-14 for Mark Morris. Well, fans, going forward here until we get to basketball season, up in the air as to when the next live stream broadcast will be. Obviously, we'll be doing some stuff for basketball coming up here towards the last week of November, I believe, is when everything gets started. But going forward, yeah. So for football, obviously there's going to be a couple local teams that are going to potentially have a home game. And we'll see what the days are and where the locations are going to be, and we'll try to see if we can get there. Unfortunately, Roger, not quite a running clock yet. 35-point advantage has got to be a 40-point advantage for the clock to start running, but one score away. But yeah, I will try to see what we can do to maybe provide some more coverage of local sports once we get to the postseason. La Center is definitely in play. Potentially Woodlands, depending on what they've got going on. It looks like they're ahead 28-13 last we checked. Ridgefield also a possibility for a playoff game, but they got work to do. If they lose, they'll have a tiebreaker to determine seeds. They will be in the playoffs, but a three-way tiebreaker means that they would have to play for the second, third, and fourth spots as the Jacks looking to get a big return, and they do, crossing the 50-yard line and still running with it somehow. I believe it's William Dyke out to the Monarch 30-yard line. And a flag after the play.
Disqualify them! Let us win by default!
And an after the play penalty against Mark Morris. Add 15 to the return. So R.A. Long already has it. 1st and 10 on the Monarch 15-yard line after the huge return from Cohen William Dyke. William Dyke one-on-one at the top. He hasn't had a ball thrown to him down the field all game. And Naide goes with the halfback swing pass here, and nice move back inside at the hash mark. Sixto Soto with the catch and run, getting a couple. Trips to the top, tight end on the line. Soto in the backfield. And it looks like we're going to get a false start against William Dyke, who was on the ground. Hopped a little bit. He had his hand down on the ground as a tight end there lined up. 5:45 left in the ball game in Ridgefield, and Ridgefield scores again and gets a 2-point conversion, 28-21. Don't go anywhere just yet in that game. Trips near side. William Dyke one-on-one at the top. Rolling near side. Naide throwing. Catch is made. Toe tap. Inbounds. And it looks like Gabe Huntley on the reception. And the clock running for some reason right now. 9:53 clock running.
I know, we're at 22 feet. I think I got this. I know, we should be stopping it. I mean, stop moving in. It was out of bounds.
Third down and 5.
Stopping there at Merle Street.
Twins to each side. Motion now. Harris in motion man. Flag. Ball down the middle. Up for grabs. Huntley wrestling for it with Stevens. And Stevens comes away with it. It's picked off. Flag on the play. This is going to probably be Mark Morris's ball. I do believe this is going to be an illegal formation against R.A. Long.
They'll keep us the ball, though, at least.
Yet no, illegal shift declined. And it's the 11th turnover of the ball game. Somehow, R.A. Long has taken the lead in the turnover column. Their 6th of the ball game. So Mark Morris takes over. 9:25 to go. This is that moment in time where the footage cuts away to the game that's being played for the league championship, but that's not an option here tonight. We're sticking here, obviously. Into the ball game, it looks like, is going to be Ryek Perner, number 20. Nope, maybe not. Called back at the last second. Now the Monarchs might look to work in a couple more players. Looks like Mobb's back out there at quarterback. Mark Morris just 2-6 so far on the season. And a handoff up the middle. Mark Morris grinds out 9 yards on the play.
Was that 12 turnovers?
I got 11. Yeah.
If they get one more, then it's 6-6 again. At least we're tied in turnovers almost. Like, we're not doing that bad.
Toss play. Mullen. And Mullen gets off of a block. Near side, looking to throw another guy off of him. Grabbed by the foot from William Dyke. Mullen crosses the 50 out to the 47-yard line. First down and 10 in Lumberjack territory. The Monarchs looking to cross the half-century mark here potentially on this drive and get to the running clock. Handoff up the middle. Mark Morris just dominating this football game up front on the line of scrimmage on both sides. Mobbs under center, toss behind the line. And good job there by R.A. Long. On the carry, number 15, Miles Whiteside. 3rd down and 4 for Mark Morris.
78's Dakota, right? Yeah. I mean, him and Jacob had a nice duo tackle.
Mobbs under center. Toss play behind the line, and it's going to be short of the 1st down marker. Luke Bilger with the carry. Gain of maybe 1 or 2. 4th down for Mark Morris. Mullen on the sideline. Warren on the sideline. Impressive running attack here for Mark Morris. Still missing the services of Asa Pineda. 4th and 2. And movement. Looks like it's going to be a false start against Mark Morris. So they'll move back 5 yards here. Fourth down and 7. Monarchs going for it. Mobbs tosses it behind the line, cutting it up, crossing the 40, and down at the 39 is the ball carrier. And it looked like the carry went to number 20, it looked like. Riker Perner? Nope. Turnover on downs. 6:03 left in the game. First down and 10. Nick Knight still out there. Harrison motion clears the line. Knight under pressure throws it up, and it's incomplete, intended for William Dyke. Isaiah Guy on the coverage for Mark Morris. 2nd down. Mark Morris with the red, blue chant. There's been a lot of that so far tonight. .242 left in the ball game between Ridgefield and Woodland, and this pass is turned over. Another interception, sorry. Whiteside with the pick. That's the 12th turnover of the ball game. Seventh turnover for R.A. Long here tonight. 5:49 to go. And we got to end around here near side, and Luke Bilger with the carry. Gain of 9. Well, this game is in the books. Mark Morris will win once again here in the Civil War. It'll be the 6th straight win for the Monarchs. Handoff up the middle, and Mark Morris looking for more. And it is Perner on the carry. Ridgefield just lost possession against Woodland. The Beavers take over, leading by 7. 2:36 to go in that one. 1st and 10 for the Beavers. Time running out for Ridgefield. Their chance of winning the league championship. And a toss play, and stood up at the 20 and slammed backwards is the ball carrier. And that looks like number 15, Miles Whiteside. But Mark Morris looking to pick up their 3rd win of the season. Handoff up the middle. First man through on the fullback dive. Gain of a couple. Ball will be spotted at the 15-yard line, looking like 3rd and 5 after a gain of 4. Ridgefield looking to make things interesting, forcing a 3rd down and 9. Clock running in that game. Now clock stopped after a timeout with 1:41 to go. Toss behind the play, and good run there for Mark Morris, and a little shove there after the play. But Luke Bilger on the carry. 1st down and goal. Mark Morris. Mobs, tosses, and this one going nowhere. It's Rigo Vidales on the stop. Second down and goal. Woodland looking to convert a 3rd down and 9 here in the game against Ridgefield. And it's a loss of 1. Clock down to 1:33 in that one. 4th down facing for Woodland. And a toss behind the line and carrying out to the 5-yard line here is Bilger. 3rd and goal from the 5. Ridgefield's going to need a miracle in that game. Clock down to 1 minute. They're out of timeouts. 4th down. Beavers are more than likely going to punt it away, and the Ridgefield's going to need a miraculous play. And here we got a handoff up the middle, and it's going nowhere. It'll be 4th and goal from the 5. So a timeout called by Woodland in that other game with 55 seconds left. 4th and 10 for the Beavers. And if you care about the Beavers winning the league championship, they are less than a minute away from doing so on the road. Snapping, I believe, another 5-game losing streak like the Jacks have. They're going to not see theirs end, as they are going to keep Mark Morris from getting into the end zone again. Goal line stand for the Lumberjacks defense here against the Mark Morris 2nd unit. 1:15 to go in this one, and it's in the books. 49-14 still. All right, Long takes over. So here we go for R.A. Long with 1:15 left. Nick Nide back out there. Toss, near side, cut up inside, driven back right near the 5-yard line is the ball carrier, Devin Harris. Lumberjacks taking their time here. Woodland 23 seconds away from a league championship. And now the clock stopped with 21 seconds. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for Ridgefield. They need a miracle there, and things look pretty good for the Beavers. Things look pretty good for the Monarchs here as well. 4 wide receivers. Nide gets it out quick. Huntley with the reception. Gets to the outside, cuts up inside, crossing the 20. Stays in bounds, and he is going to be given the 24-yard line. Good play there by Huntley. 16 seconds to go in the ball game. And R.A. Long's going to take a timeout with 15 seconds left in the ball game. So Ridgefield looking to get something going. It looks as if they call a pass interference here against Woodland. And it is going to be a 10-yard penalty, I believe, or a 15-yard penalty. 15.5 seconds left. Ridgefield does get a 1st down out of it. But here we go. Each game, mysteriously, 15 seconds each in both of them. Nide sends Lonnie Brown in motion. Nide throws it out. William Dyke one-on-one, and he high points it, makes the catch. First catch there of the game for William Dyke. Clock stops. And R.A. Long's going to take another timeout with 8 seconds to go. Ball will be spotted at the 41-yard line. Well, fans, it's been a pretty incredible game. A lot of things you can say about it. But Mark Morris, again, the better team this year. They'll get the first victory on field turf here at Longview Memorial Stadium. Twelve turnovers combined in the game, 7 by the Lumberjacks. Eight seconds to go in this one. Lumberjacks looking for another shot at getting in the end zone. And it's a toss pass. And a pass down the field is short and incomplete. And that's going to do it. Clock runs out. Mark Morris claims the 80th Civil War against R.A. Long tonight, 49-14. Basically a no-doubt victory for Mark Morris, as these two teams will shake hands alongside the 50-yard line. But Mark Morris gets it done. Meanwhile, simultaneously, Woodland takes down Ridgefield at Ridgefield 28-21 to claim the league championship. Congratulations to the Beavers. 28-21 Woodland is your Greater St. Helens League 2A champions. Congratulations. Congratulations on a great season to the Woodland Beavers. And congratulations to the Mark Morris Monarchs tonight on a Civil War victory at Longview Memorial. Benjamin Whiteside, a hat trick, 3 touchdowns. Kenneth Mullen with 2. Great performance. Brady Schlecht dominated the first quarter for Mark Morris. He got into the end zone as well. Cade Warren, the quarterback, he got into the end zone, but on an interception return for a touchdown. The story of this game, obviously, the turnovers and the Jacks' inability to capitalize on them early, and then their ability to give them away later on in the ball game. 7 Lumberjack turnovers, 5 for Mark Morris. And Mark Morris had a healthy lead in that category, mind you. And as they're pointing over to the scoreboard there on the far side, 49-14, a lot to be happy about. Janet and Julie, absolutely, you're very welcome. I appreciate all the fans, as always. Please be sure to be following the YouTube channel, N2 Media LLC. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal for now. Obviously, I want to keep going. Mr. Beast has 200 million. So I got a long ways to go, and I need your support. Mark Morris had plenty of support here tonight. The offensive line did a phenomenal job carving out real estate all up and down the field on the offensive line. But the difference in the game, just how good that Mark Morris was up front compared to R.A. Long. I mean, Ridgefield beat R.A. Long here on this field last week, and it was 35-0. It was 0-0 with 30 seconds left in the first half. I mean, Lumberjacks put together a great effort, and Mark Morris shows what they're capable of on the ground. But what a performance tonight by the line and the rushing attack, just stylistically completely different teams. You know, R.A. Long living and dying by the pass, and, you know, Mark Morris just steady Eddie, you know. Pass for show and run for dough. They picked up a lot of dough tonight. Benjamin Whiteside with 3 touchdowns tonight. Hard not to name him player of the game. I mean, if you consider his position at the fullback, you know, he got a lot more carries tonight than he's used to. Also blocked exceptionally well. Kenneth Mullen, obviously in the conversation for player of the game. He's been a huge difference maker. I would not be shocked to see Mr. Mullen on a all-league team, whether it's second team or maybe honorable mention. Obviously, first team is going to go to Elijah Anderson for running back. There might be room for one more on that list. I think when you start getting to the second tier, I mean, I like Mullen in that conversation. I think that Mullen is very much deserving of it. I think that Ridgefield's running back Clyde Stevens is going to get a lot of consideration for that second team as well, but you also might get Will Cooper from Washougal. I think Kenneth Mullen's right there. You know, he's had a great season so far, and the Monarchs season comes to an end tonight. R.A. Long is still going to play next week. They're going to play on the road against Heritage at McKenzie Stadium in Vancouver. Heritage, a winless team in the 3A ranks. R.A. Long, a one-win team in the 2A ranks. So we'll see how that matchup goes. But, yeah, an opportunity for both teams to potentially pick up another win. Nice to see them utilizing the Week 10 opening and not allowing the season to come to an end quite yet. But the final home game of the R.A. Long seniors' careers here at Longview Memorial, unfortunately, ends in the loss. Final score in this one, 49-14. It's a 5-touchdown victory by the Monarchs. Our player of the game tonight, it's going to be the senior Benjamin Whiteside, 5'8", 195-pound senior fullback. 3 touchdown runs tonight for Mark Morris. He is your player of the game. There will be other opportunities for Kenneth Mullen as he's coming back next year. Brady Schlecht also a hell of a game, but the first quarter was where he did most of his damage. Touchdown, a sack, big run to set up the first touchdown. So congratulations, Benjamin Whiteside, player of the game. Mark Morris wins it. Student section very happy here tonight. A lot of fans still wearing pink in support of breast cancer awareness. But Mark Morris comes away with the victory here tonight, 49-14. That's going to wrap things up for me up here in the booth. I appreciate all the support from all the fans this season. It's been awesome. I will provide a post. If you're not following me on Twitter, you need to do so, and Facebook as well. That way you get the updates as to when our next event is. It's on the screen here. I'll put it in a place where it's kind of easy to see. But at media_N2 on Twitter, at Northwest News Media on Facebook. Find us, get our schedule, so you know when we're going to go live. We will always be live on these two pages. So if you're following or subscribed to Facebook or YouTube, when we do go live, you can get the notification of when we start up the stream. So you're always notified. We will have plenty of basketball coverage coming up in a few weeks' time, about a month's time. Jake, my man, before I log off, I need to know, did Anacortes finish off Linden? You got to know that. 15-8 was the score. That's a huge game. Obviously, Woodland taking care of Ridgefield tonight, claiming the Greater St. Helens League Championship. Again, congratulations to the Beavers. Cowlitz County represented. They are your number 1 seed. They will take on, more than likely, Rochester or Shelton. See how that goes. But again, fans, make sure you're following me on Twitter and following me on Facebook so you get the updates of when our next live stream is. We're going to try to be doing some playoff football if possible. See if we can maybe get to La Center, maybe even Woodland. I know Woodland does NFHS broadcasting, but depending on when their game is scheduled and when we might be able to do it, will determine that. Obviously, Friday nights would work great for me. I'm available. But beyond that, we'll have to check in and see what we can do for you. But definitely be back for basketball. Jake, shoot me a message when you have time to let me know about that game. There it is, Jake. Thank you so much. 15-8, Anacortes is on to the state playoffs automatically. They dethrone the Linden Lions, the 2-time defending state champions in the 2A class, and they do it on the road. They repay the Lions from last year's win at Anacortes. The Seahawks, the 2A Northwest Conference champions. Congratulations to Anacortes. With that victory on the road, they more than likely wrapped up the 1 seed heading into the state playoffs. So very, very critical win there for Anacortes. Jake, my man, everybody give Jake a round of applause in the comment section if you're with us. Jake does a tremendous job of watching football and then letting us know what the score is. So thank you so much, Jake. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the fans. This is Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media saying so long from Longview Memorial. Congratulations, Mark Morris. 49-14. Congratulations, Benjamin Whiteside, player of the game. Fans, we will see you next time, and I will have an update for you on when